What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. From Japan electing Sanae Takaichi as its first female prime minister,
to former French President Sarkozy becoming the first modern French leader imprisoned,
and Claude Code launching web and mobile interfaces with new sandboxing capabilities,
we're here to keep you informed. Let's dive in.
Starting with current events, Japan's parliament elected hardline conservative Sanae Takaichi as the nation's first female prime minister Tuesday, winning 237 votes in the lower house. The 64-year-old protege of assassinated PM Shinzo Abe secured victory through a coalition deal with the right-wing Japan Innovation Party after the Liberal Democrats lost their longtime centrist partner, Komeito. Takaichi opposes same-sex marriage, supports male-only imperial succession, and faces immediate challenges including Trump's upcoming visit, rising prices, and an unstable coalition short of parliamentary majority in both houses.
Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy arrived at Paris's La Santé prison Tuesday to begin a 5-year sentence for criminal conspiracy in financing his 2007 campaign with Libyan funds. The 70-year-old becomes the first modern French leader imprisoned, held in solitary confinement for security. Hundreds of supporters chanted outside his home before departure. Sarkozy, hand-in-hand with wife Carla Bruni, maintains innocence and filed immediate release request while awaiting appeal. The court ordered immediate incarceration, citing seriousness of disruption to public order, clearing him of corruption and embezzlement charges, but finding him guilty of criminal association.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized, so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350-plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Now in technology, Wikipedia reports losing significant traffic to AI summaries and social media videos as users increasingly get information from AI-generated responses rather than visiting the encyclopedia directly. The trend threatens Wikipedia's ad-free volunteer model as fewer page views reduce visibility and potential contributor engagement. Short-form video platforms provide quick information snippets, competing with Wikipedia's detailed articles. The shift represents broader changes in how people consume information online, prioritizing convenience over comprehensive sources. Wikipedia Foundation expressed concerns about maintaining funding and volunteer base if traffic decline continues.
Bryan Cranston, OpenAI, SAG-AFTRA, and major talent agencies issued a joint statement after AI-generated Sora videos showed Cranston in unauthorized deepfakes, including one with Michael Jackson. OpenAI expressed regret for unintentional generations and strengthened guardrails around opt-in policies for likeness and voice. The company reaffirmed, all artists, performers, and individuals will have the right to determine how and whether they can be simulated. SAG-AFTRA President Sean Astin called for federal legislation, citing the proposed No Fakes Act to protect performers from massive misappropriation by replication technology.
Apple's iOS 26.1 Beta 4 introduced a toggle letting users control liquid glass transparency, choosing between clear transparent design or tinted opaque look with more contrast. The setting was added after summer beta testing showed users wanted more opaque options. Apple says the customization applies system-wide, including apps and lock screen notifications. Increasing opacity adds contrast throughout the operating system. The toggle provides additional personalization in iOS 26.1, iPadOS 26.1, and macOS Tahoe 26.1, responding directly to user feedback about interface visibility preferences and accessibility needs.
On today's hot topic, Claude Code web and mobile launch with sandboxing.
Anthropic released web and mobile versions of Claude Code, transforming its command line coding tool into accessible interfaces. The web version connects to GitHub repositories, accepts natural language coding instructions, and supports mid-task adjustments.
New sandboxing capabilities isolate code execution for enhanced security, preventing potential system compromise from AI-generated code.
From a business perspective, Claude Code's web accessibility dramatically expands the developer market beyond CLI comfortable engineers to millions of less technical users. Companies can now deploy AI coding assistants across entire development teams without extensive terminal training, accelerating productivity gains. The sandboxing ensures enterprise security compliance, addressing IT departments' primary adoption concern. This positions Anthropic to capture significant enterprise market share from GitHub Copilot and other coding assistants. Mobile access enables developers to review and approve code changes remotely, maintaining productivity outside traditional workstations.
Those economic benefits are compelling. However, from a human perspective, democratizing powerful AI code generation without commensurate skill development creates dangerous dependencies where developers lose fundamental programming understanding. Junior engineers using Claude Code from day one may never develop crucial debugging intuition or architecture comprehension, becoming unable to function when AI systems fail. The sandboxing, while addressing security, doesn't prevent developers from deploying AI-generated code they don't understand into production systems, potentially creating unmaintainable code bases. This risks creating a generation of AI button pushers rather than skilled engineers capable of independent problem solving.
Moving on to business, NASA Acting Administrator Sean Duffy announced plans to expand lunar lander competition beyond SpaceX, acknowledging the 2027 crewed moon landing target is unachievable. Speaking on Fox News, Duffy said SpaceX's Starship development has fallen behind schedule, prompting Trump to push for beating China to the moon during his term. The competition will likely include Blue Origin and other companies in an American space race to determine who returns humans to the moon first. The announcement represents a significant shift in NASA's Artemis program strategy and SpaceX's sole provider status for human lunar landings.
U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services issued guidance on the new $100,000 H-1B visa fee, clarifying payment responsibility and exception application processes. The substantial fee increase affects employers sponsoring foreign workers under H-1B program. USCIS detailed which entities must pay the fee and circumstances qualifying for exemptions. The guidance addresses confusion following fee announcement, providing clarity on payment obligations. The high cost may significantly impact smaller companies' ability to sponsor international talent. The policy represents major shift in H-1B program economics, potentially reducing foreign worker sponsorships or shifting costs to employees through reduced compensation.
For your daily challenge, if you use AI coding tools, spend 30 minutes today reviewing code they generated for you. Can you explain what each function does? Could you debug it without the AI? If not, you're building technical debt.
Challenge yourself to understand every line before deploying, treating AI as a collaborator who needs oversight, not a replacement for your expertise.